Hello and welcome to Championship Predictions, Gameweek 43. Some big games this week as we near the end of the season at the bottom and at the top. Derby, Luton, Sheffield United, Cardiff and Oxford Leeds are just some headline games. We've got more than that, so let's just jump straight into these predictions. And the first game is at 12:30 in a big game at the bottom. Derby take on Luton at Pride Park. This one on Sky Sports Football. You can watch it at 12:30. I won't because I'll be at Birmingham versus Crawley in this one. Luton losing to Blackburn last time out. They've got to be taking those chances. They missed a ton of chances against Luton. Just can't finish their dinner, Luton. With the amount of quality to Carlton Morris, to Heath Chong, you think they would have been able to finish in that game. But yeah, I mean, how is that team getting relegated? I really don't know. Just haven't clicked this season. Luton Town. Derby, unfortunate to beat Portsmouth last time out and scraping a 2-2 draw in that one. John Eustace, bit draw specialist that you can probably get Derby out of it. 1 point clear of the drop, but if Luton did win this, it would really spice things up again, wouldn't it? In this one, I am going to back a Derby home win, though. I'm going to back them 2-1 at home. I am going to go 2-1 to Derby in this one because I just think home form, Pride Park be up for this and bouncing, as I know it can be at sometimes during the season. Luton away from home probably be a bit intimidating going to Pride Park. So yeah, I'll go back Derby, and that'll basically send Luton down in my opinion. So yeah, I'll go Derby 2, Luton 1. Blackburn now take on Millwall at Ewood Park, but surely there's only one win here because there's one team playing for the playoffs and one who is stranded in mid-table. And apparently, if Valerian Ismail did get sacked or left the club, they would be looking to appoint Wayne Rooney. I saw yesterday that is pretty embarrassing, if you ask me, because he's not a coach, is he? He's more of a PR news article appointment, that. But yeah, moving on. Anyway, to this one, Millwall back-to-back 1-0 wins over Sheffield United and Middlesbrough. Two really good wins for Alex Neil's side. They've been firing on all cylinders lately, have Millwall, and if that Mihailo Ivanovic has definitely been firing as well for Millwall. Blackburn coming off a 1-0 win against Luton. Probably should have lost that game, but they've got to win somewhere under big Valerian Ismail. I'm going to back Millwall. I'm going to back Millwall I'm going to go 2-0 to Millwall in this one. Nice 2-0 away win from home. Maybe getting those playoff places under Alex Neil. Could we really see Millwall in the Premier League? I'm going for them to beat Blackburn by 2-0. Bristol City take on Sunderland in what is a bit of a playoff clash. These could be facing each other in the playoffs, and who's going to win, I don't know, because you need momentum going into these playoff games. Sunderland losing to Swansea last time out, a bit of a lacklustre performance from Sunderland, even though it was a fairly even game in that one. Maybe probably could have and should have won that game. Bristol City drawing against Queen's Park Rangers last time out. A bit disappointing for them as well, but when you come up against QPR Manchester, if you went to his side when they're on form, they can give you a really good game of football. Both these sides, I think, will finish in the playoffs by the end of the season. I just see it happening. Fortunately for these two sides, I don't know. I don't think they'll either go up. I think third place will go, which will probably be Sheffield United at the moment. Enzo Lafay is meant to be back for this game for Sunderland, so I'm just going to slightly back them to win on this one. No, actually, no, I think this be a tie. No, I think Bristol City will get a draw in this one. I think this be a 1-1. I think both sides will be playing a bit cagey. Both want to get in the playoffs, and Bristol City just need to be careful that other teams don't close into the likes of Millwall, Middlesbrough, Coventry, etc. So yeah, I'll go for a Bristol City 1, Sunderland 1 in this game, and yeah, decent point for both probably. Coventry take on West Brom, which is a bit of a local derby. Coventry, I mean, drawing at Hull in the last minute, conceding in the last minute to Hull City, which was really, late on, 82nd minute, late on in that game. But yeah, they'll be a bit disappointed, but that last minute winner against Portsmouth before that. But West Brom getting back to winning ways under Tony Mowbray at the weekend with those small outside chances at the playoffs, same with Millwall. Against Watford, yeah, it's a bit of a I don't know if both teams seem to create a rivalry for this one. They're usually both up for these two sides. So yeah, can see something happening in this one. Coventry now only a point behind Bristol City. Bristol City 4 points behind the playoffs. So if West Brom win this, then they definitely are back in it. So this is definitely a game to watch on Saturday afternoon around the grounds. Anyway, Frank Lampard's Coventry. I mean, I think they've been brilliant since he's come in, actually. West Brom under Tony Mowbray. They've just been a bit unlucky with the chances they've created. They should be winning those games. But I'm going to back Coventry to win this. I'm going to back them 3-2. I think this will be a really great game of football. I think both sides will really want to go for this. So, yeah, I'm going to go Coventry 3, West Brom 2. Middlesbrough now take on Plymouth at the Riverside Mill. Middlesbrough losing to Millwall last time out. Back-to-back 1-0 losses for Borough by losing to Leeds as well in that midweek fixture. Plymouth get a really, really good win against Sheffield United at home park, but I think it might be too little, too late for Plymouth Argyle. Because yes, we're on 40 points. I think Luton are also down. But yeah, they're going to have to beat Middlesbrough away. And Plymouth's away form, having only won one away all year against Portsmouth, that was. So yeah, Plymouth don't stand much chance of winning this, in my opinion. But you never know. It's the Championship. Anything can happen. But yeah, I think Michael Carrick's side have just enough quality to win this one with the likes of Tommy Conway, Finn Azaz, Bergsorg, Whittaker, and Hayden Hackney in there as well. Yeah, I'm going to back Middlesbrough to win this. I'm going to go 2-0, just calm, cool, collected win for the Borough. And yeah, keep those playoff hopes alive under Michael Carrick. And this could be a playoff race for the ages. As for Plymouth, they're going down. Norwich take on Portsmouth at Carrow Road. Two sides that are pretty much out of form. Well, yeah, they are both out of form. Norwich are starting to lose the plot a little bit under Hoff Thurup, and Portsmouth under John Massinio. Not great away from home, really are not. They are probably, I think they are, yeah, they're 23rd. They are second worst after Plymouth in the league. I don't think they've won many games all year away from home this season. So yeah, Portsmouth, I really can't see them winning this. Although Norwich have nothing to play for Portsmouth are trying to stay up in the Championship at the moment. They are only 4 points clear of Cardiff City in 22nd spots. I'm going to back Norwich to win this at home. I think they'll be good. And yeah, I think Norwich can win this. I think it'll be tight, but I think I'm going back Norwich by a 1-0, just about, and get it over the line, beat Portsmouth. And yeah, more misery on John Massinio and Pompey as they are getting dragged into a relegation scrap week by week. Preston take on QPR now. Preston losing to Leeds, unfortunately, last time out for them. QPR drawing at home to Bristol City. Not really worried about them, are they? QPR aren't really worried about going down. Both these sides are finishing mid-table. It's a bit of a dull affair. There's nothing really to play for these two sides. You definitely wouldn't want to be keeping an eye on this game unless you're a Preston or a QPR fan, because not a lot's going to happen, I don't think. I mean, QPR beating Oxford before that Bristol City result. We'll just talk about players. Yang, Karamoka, Dembele, brilliant for QPR this season. Osmajic, questionable character, but he's been banging in goals. You can't fault him of that. And Frogjar as well, been a brilliant partnership for this season since Paul Heckingbottom has come in. 0-0, only right score here. Both got nothing to play for. Both just as bad as each other probably at this time of the season, and they both got, as I said before, nothing to play for. So yeah, Plymouth 0, QPR 0. Stoke take on Sheffield Wednesday. Both sides, well, Stoke are still trying to stay up in the Championship, but I think they'll be fine. And Sheffield Wednesday losing to Oxford last time out shows they have nothing to play for either. Yeah, both sides are struggling at the moment, but Stoke getting a nice 1-0 win away at Cardiff. Stoke just struggling generally at the moment. And yeah, apart from that 1-0 away win at Cardiff, it's got to be a really, really dismal season again for Stoke City, even though they should be trying to push towards those playoff places with the squad they probably have got. And maybe Mark Robbins can get them there next season. Sheffield Wednesday under Danny Rowe, incredible job he's done this season again. For Sheffield Wednesday, he will be leaving at the end of the season, but I look at it for Southampton or Leipzig or whoever. But yeah, this one's a bit of a Preston QPR kind of game. It's a bit of dull affair. Both sides look like they're safe. Stoke probably just need another win to get over the line. I'm going to back a 1-1 just to be safe. I think this be a bit of a bore draw. Stoke at home. It's at the bet seats 3-6-5. Usually boring games happen there. So yeah, I'll go back a 1-1 draw, and yeah, Stoke to draw with Sheffield Wednesday in this one under the 4 draw with both sides kind of nothing to play for again. Swansea take on Hull City at the Swansea.com stadium. Hull in the drop zone. Well, they are getting sucked in. They would have been very close to the drop zone if they didn't beat Coventry. Well, no, if they didn't draw with Coventry, sorry, they would have been a lot closer. So back-to-back wins for Swansea City though, against Plymouth Argyle and Sunderland, but those sides don't really have enough to play for. But Swansea, yeah, in some fine form at the moment. 3 wins on the trot, beating Derby as well. So yeah, they seem to be really picking up at the end of the season. Yes, they got nothing to play for. Yes, they're not. They still don't think they have a manager of Swansea City yet, but they won't care. They're still winning games of football under Alan Sheehan, the caretaker manager, of course. Hull been a bit underwhelming under Ruben Sellers, let's be honest. I thought he would have promoted them up the table a little bit. But I'm going to back Swansea. I can't see, because Swansea are in really good form at the moment. I'm going to continue with that Swansea prowess, and they're going to win by 2-1 in this one. So yeah, I'm backing Swansea to beat Ruben Sellers' Hull City and win by 2-1. So I'm going Swansea 2, Hull 1. Watford take on Burnley at Vicarage Road. Burnley looking to win this because they would get that step closer to the Premier League under Scott Parker. Watford losing to West Bromwich Albion last time out. Burnley beating Norwich at home. But yeah, Burnley, well, I mean, if they lose, then this could really open the door for Sheffield United again if they can beat Cardiff. But the Sheffield United form under Chris Wilder, they seem to be bottling it just that little bit. It could even be caught by Sunderland if they lose again this week. As for Watford in this game, though, 56 points, that's 4 points off West Brom, but then another further 3, which is 7 points. And it's really looking a bit grim. I don't think Watford can get the playoffs. They've got to win this game. If they're going to have to win all their games to get the playoffs, quite frankly. From now onwards, it's going to have to be 4 out of 4 for Watford. Can't see it happening. Can't see them winning Easter and both Easter days, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to back Burnley for a nice 2-0 away win in this one to beat Watford. And yeah, nice clean sheet for James Trafford and that Burnley Black line, who have still only conceded 13 goals all season. Remarkable record. But yeah, I'm only going Burnley to win this 2-0 away at Watford. And then into the evening games, and we start at Bramall Lane, where Sheffield United take on Cardiff. A massive game at both ends of the table. Cardiff fighting to stay up. Sheffield United fighting to keep their top 2 hopes alive after back-to-back losses against Millwall and Plymouth. But yeah, this should be a really good one to watch because both sides really struggling at the moment in their respective positions, which is crazy to say. For Sheffield United, almost definitely. Cardiff City a bit more seem to be. I think they'll be in trouble. I don't think their coach is up to it. Omo Reza is not up to the standard of the Championship for his managerial prowess, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know. Sheffield United should win this with the likes of Cannon, Harbour, Raksaki and O'Hare in there. I mean, Ahmed Hodgkick, Mike Cooper in goal and Harry Clark at right back. So yeah, I'll go back to Sheffield United. I think they'll be a bit nervous to start with, maybe Cardiff score first. But I'm going to back them overall, Sheffield United to win 3-1 against Cardiff City. And yeah, put more misery on Cardiff and they probably will be going down at the end of this season. So I'm going Sheffield United 3, Cardiff 1. And the final game on Good Friday night is Oxford United taking on Leeds United. A bit of a banana skin this for Leeds because going away to the Kassam and Gary Rowett's sides can be a bit of a danger zone for them. Yeah, Sky Sports Football, this one should be a good game to watch on Friday evening. Leeds, 88 points. I mean, if they I just see them dropping points. I don't know why. I can just see that it's the kind of game Leeds would drop points, but I hope they prove me wrong because I do want to see Leeds back in the Premier League. Of course, 10-10 earlier in the season, Leeds won 4-0, absolutely rioted all over Oxford United. Their home form's not great, Oxford, but they did beat Sheffield United at home. They're going to be fine. They'll stay up. Well, Oxford. But yeah, I'm good to go. I think Leeds have enough power with Nonso, Joe, Piru, Aronson and all them lot. And their defence is fine if they don't play Melier. So yeah, I'm going to back Leeds. I know I think Oxford might get something, but I'm just going to back Leeds very narrowly, though. I think it'll be 1-1 and they get like a last minute winner or something. But I'm going to go 2-1 to Leeds away from home. Good win, good solid win for Daniel Farker and his men, and that they beat Gary Rowett and Oxford United. So yeah, I'm going Leeds to win 2-1 again away at Oxford. Thank you so much for watching these championship predictions. Game week 43. Yep, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Over 95% of you aren't subscribed, so don't forget to leave a subscribe and leave a like. And yeah, thank you again for watching. I'll speak to you all on the next one.